Welcome everybody back to Indian Trace on REAL.VIDEO. Appreciate you tuning in. I have found, and I'm keeping my eyes open because I'm back at Mecca, but Mecca is just so big I can't cover it. Well, see, there's a point right there. I can't cover it in a week. I can't cover it in 2 days. There's so many acres. So I figured I would be stubborn today and for the most part not film what I found until the very end, and I'm done. I have just a couple more, one more pass, and I have my marker down there because there's a great point in the ground. You got to see some of the artifacts I found. Unbelievable. In Prelude, as we just look here, hammerstone. Just found an incredible hammerstone with divots on both sides, not nutting stone. I really believe it's a pivot stone for a bow drill. And talking to some friends and what have you, the way that works is they needed fire pretty much daily. If you were in their shoes, for the most part, you want your meat cooked. And for some parts of the meat and some parts of the animal, it was perfectly fine, and they knew which it was. This is cotton. We're talking wide open places. It was perfectly fine to eat some raw. I mean, fish, definite. A lot of times it's fine to eat them raw. Parts of the animals fine to eat them raw. You can break the bones open, eat the marrow. They did that often. My mind's a blur. I really haven't seen everything that I found. I've just been picking it up this morning and putting it away. And like I said, I was going to be stubborn. If I found like a G10, I would have produced a video and put them all into it. So, with that said, I'm just bringing you for the hunt. Appreciate so many of you just checking things out, coming on over and just checking it out on Real.Video from YouTube. In my opinion, what a waste of intellectual place. That's YouTube. We're not going to get into the reasons. Sure, there's a lot of service they give people, sure. But when they decide who they're going to censor, who they're going to allow to speak, just because of elements of truth in today's society or politics, or elements of truth in culture, then they've gone too far. Freedom is an awesome organic thing, and all humans have shown the truth that they had prefer and do prefer to be free. I'm looking at stuff as we hunt together going up here. There's a big pile. I mean, broken drills, points, good points, but I was really just being stubborn. Lots of flint here. I don't doubt that I come across another point on the way back down to my marker or what have you. This is a crazy place. As I tell people, crazy place with accumulation of centuries and centuries of occupation. We in our lifetimes cannot collect the amount that accumulates. Cannot do it. There's too much. There was too many people. Too awesome of a culture. So, it doesn't matter to me anymore. I just go out and I do my best, and it doesn't ever stop. What more to say? I hope everyone is doing awesome out there. I'm happy as can be about midterm elections. It's not a Republican and Democrat thing to me. It's a thing about, oh, there's my marker. That means I can see the point from here. Oh, look at this pile. We're going to check that pile out, take a little time with it. I just want to swing down here real quick. Not a Democratic, not a Republican thing. I'm pretty much a libertarian. I look for principles of constitutional ethics, principles of the Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence, all those principles in a candidate, principles of national security, principles of small government, of a government that is by the people, for the people. So it's really about principles, but the candidates that represent these principles are winning big in these midterms. I mean big. 8 out of 9, 9 out of 10, and more. It rolls forward. Just so happens it's red, but we'll leave it at that. Let's check out these pieces. I'm trying to pump up here and get there. I could float right over a great bird point, but I was walking right up here and I said, oh my goodness, that might be the point where I'm gonna have to film things. Let's look at this, look. I mean to tell you, right? There's that hammerstone, I just pulled it out, it's still wet. And yeah, what on earth is that, right? Well, I think a farm machine is going to have a little bit of problems without this. Thing of beauty though, isn't it? Probably see me in it. Now, look at this pile. That shows you, that little tip shows you what kind of quality is here. Of course, triangle next to it, very rare. Pieces and parts, field points, bases, all this stuff. Definitely cannot leave out there. Pottery you see going through there. I haven't really looked at it much. Guilford, Yuma, great field points. None of these are what I would say are screamers. They're just good artifacts. Blades, really great stuff, right? I mean, look. And look at this thing. Gracious mercy, right? That's a new break too on the drill. My word. And then this is awesome. Look at this scraper. Indicative. We've got a bit and edge really worked right off the front of the quartz, down the sides. Very indicative of the shape that these usually come in. That is an awesome thumb scraper. I mean, thing of beauty too. So, lots of stuff in here. I mean, I haven't even finished getting through it. Then this. We've got a dimple here. Distinct dimple on the other side. Flat edges. Well, it's got some scars. Scars, that's okay. It's not going to get hit by the plow anymore. As sure as you live, you can tell what kind of tool this was. Craziness, right? Let's go check out that other point. Taking a little extra time because I just didn't post any more videos. Mecca. It's a good finishing point, isn't it? It's a great finishing point. Serrated. I didn't expect those serrations to be on there. Unbelievable. All right, everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in to Indian Trace. And that's what I'm talking about. The majority race. They were the majority race. And they were here before us. Hope you find out there.